everyone join. So, what is you see that Eastern wisdom aims at aims at celebrating life, not celebrating an event. We have been celebrating Thanksgiving year after year, same thing, same state. We have been celebrating our birthdays, our marriage anniversary, same thing. After 2 or 3 days, no, don't, don't, don't blame, don't be angry. Tomorrow is our marriage anniversary. Oh, okay. After marriage anniversary is done, then we can become angry. That is the nature of the mind. It is coming from the very nature, set nature of the mind. The Eastern wisdom says that we have to discover inside us so that we can celebrate life. We need not to celebrate Thanksgiving and marriage anniversary and birthday every year again, again, again. Rather, if we celebrate, we express peace and happiness there. And that celebration continues every day. And it is only possible when we discover our, our real nature. So the Eastern wisdom, if I say that, it is all about self-awareness program. As I and Sophie were talking, it is self-awareness program. It is emotional freedom program. It is mental transformation program. It is the discovery of peace and happiness, which is knowledge oriented. It is not action oriented. It is not time oriented. It is not location oriented. Someone knocks at the door. Oh, just stop this all fight. Somebody has come at the door. It's not time oriented. It's not location oriented. That is, in fact, the journey of this Eastern wisdom. It's a unity. It's a one reality awakening program. There is only one reality that pervades and permeates all the living species on this earth planet. This is what the Eastern wisdom says. So that we can celebrate our life 24 by 7. So that we need not to wait for marriage anniversary. At least in marriage anniversary, we are happy. After that, we are unhappy. This is what the self-awareness program is. Look at it. This is what the self-awareness program. So our master says that it is our ignorance, it is our wrong notions that surrounds the mind, causes endless suffering since our birth until we leave the earth. The earth also feels that, earth has become a little lighter because we have been constantly blaming, complaining, reacting. Our job is. And that can be dissolved and resolved by the self-awareness program by understanding that stress and suffering comes from the wrong notions. Wrong notions. There should be a Thanksgiving every day, every moment. The problem is that we are scared of celebrating life. We are always ready to celebrate all these smaller events in our life. Why we are scared of celebrating life? It's my behavior. Sometimes we curse ourselves internally, emotionally, or we curse, I found, the relations is not good, society is not good, family is not good. Oh, John was scared, Biden should win. Enough is enough, I remember years ago. We cannot change the outer world, but I can change the response, the way the mind responds to the outer situations. Do you see that? We cannot change the outer world. We cannot change our honey. We can change ourselves. We can change our responses. And that is the topic we have been talking about. So we have to understand and analyze those millions of desires that we have. When we examine those millions of desires, we can categorize them into 4 groups. I think that is becoming clear to you. In Eastern wisdom, we say it means purushartha, the meaning in life. Ask the tiger, what is the meaning of your life? Tiger will say, I'm hungry, I will eat you. Or in a particular season, they mate. Or if they are scared, they hide themselves. These are the natural impulsive responses the tiger has. Or even the mosquito has, even the ant has, even the elephant has. Or do you have any goal in life, tiger? Ask your pet. I saw the pet of the Sufi. They don't have. No living species can think, can observe objectively the way the human beings can. Find out, tell me. It's not a matter that we should think that we are greater than all the living species. How can you claim that you are greater than them? Because you have not given birth to yourself. It is gifted by the existence. I became a human being because of the gift by the existence. I did not know I will be born as a human being. And I'll be teaching here. You see, it's a gift. Mosquito has been gifted the mosquito body. Elephant is gifted. Elephant body. Tiger has been gifted the tiger body. Existence has gifted them the different bodies. Only the human body can think, can observe, can make a choice, can attend the self-awareness program. It's a fact. It's a truth. We are not saying that we are a higher species. No. As far as the body is concerned, body is the same. In terms of shape and size, it is different. But the body contains the same blood, same protein, same fat, same carbohydrate. Tiger also needs protein. We also need protein for energy. They also breathe. We also breathe. Think. So when we do not think, then we create a wrong notion around ourselves, and then we create a problem to ourselves. Millions of desires, when we are gifted with a human body and a free intellect, or you can say a free will. I want to add one more thing so that your mind will be mature. You see that another understanding our master says that existence has created this word. Don't say God or anything else. We don't want to go into religion. So it is the creation of the existence. So any creation demands the knowledge and action. The human species has also been given freedom of knowledge and action. No other living species has been offered this knowledge and action. There is no problem in the creation of the existence. There is always a problem in the human creation. John is still a man created by the existence. Sophie is a woman created by the existence. So then John created a wife and a husband. Wife. Sophie created husband and wife. There is a problem. We created. Look at it. We created atom bomb. There is a problem. Existence created air. We created air pollution. No tiger, no other living species has ever created this. See that? So coming back, that knowledge, that power of the speech, that free will and the intellect, we can gather, we can receive the knowledge, we can understand that millions of desires can be categorized into four groups, and ultimately we can act on it in our life to discover that happiness and peace. Big hole theory. John is very much mesmerized by the science. Yes, I'm also interested in science. Big hole theory. From where the earth, from where the creation took place. A couple of years back, and he was a physicist. I said, hold on, be careful when you say big hole theory. Can you have a hole without any area limited by anything? Hole means, either, I have a paper and then I round it, then I feel the hole is there. He said, what you want to say? I said, from where that limited area has come, that is also a part of the existence. And you say, first there was only a big hole, and then the creation took place. The creation already took place before you said that there is a big hole. So we continue big hole and big bang theory. Big bang. I'm banging you. Unless I see your face, I cannot bang. So you are already a creation. We don't go there. We want to just find out that who we are, what we are. So these goals, so understanding is that three goals in life has a start and the finish point. They are short-lived. They needs to be repeated again and again in a worldly life. You cannot eat for a week like camel. We have to eat almost every day. So there is always a start point and a finishing point. We cannot work 24 hours. There is a start point and finishing point. You look at it. So any activity that is the starting and the finishing point, they are the three goals in life. They are not the goals of life. Be very clear. So then our masters have categorized. The first is the effort, any activity that demands an effort, and we receive the reward in terms of a lot of things. I work for my honey, and honey in terms uh, gives reward, cooking the food, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, and etc. Long list. Or I'm doing any job, earning money, etc. A long list. Any effort that includes job, being homemaker, career, money, etc., etc., etc. But once we make that effort, the second category of that goal in life is to have that pleasure, because I made an effort, so I mind naturally demands pleasure. And the third category is that my animal mind should not take over these two goals. That is the only rule of religion. But what happened? Religious places have been polluted. I don't want to talk about those things. So that is why we have lost faith in the religion. They do not teach what they should have been teaching. So Eastern wisdom says that our goal of life is a self-discovery program. It's a self-awareness program. It's an emotional freedom program. It's a mental transformation program so that we can find the real self within us, so that we can celebrate our life. If not, we will continue suffering. Because anything, any activity which has a start point, which is the finishing point. So take any activity that gives you peace. So it has a start point, it is a finishing point. So once it is finished, the peace is gone. Peace and happiness have to be independent, free from any activity. Are you getting it? Peace and happiness are my essential nature. It is not the part, property, and product of any activity, anything. It is not the product of thought. Are you aware of yourself? Yes. Are you calm? Yes. Is calm any result of any activity? No. You are simply listening in that state of the calmness. It is here and now. It is here and now. Look at it. See. So that is exactly the goal of life. So you see that how our masters, first they said there are four goals, three goals in life, one goal of life. And now what happens? Where comes the problem even after understanding? The first three goals in life are the means for the fourth goal of life. I believe you understand means and the goals. Car is a means to travel to your house. So whether it is money, whether it is effort, whether it is a limited pleasure that we experience in our material world, or whether it's an organized life that keeps a check on the first two goals in life. They are not goals, basically, they are the means. Now the master says, no, be very clear. In the beginning, because your mind cannot understand, so we made you understand that these are the three goals in life, but fact is that they are the means to find, to discover the fourth goal of life. That is why we say the wealth cannot buy happiness. If the sex gives you happiness, can you do sex 24 hours? Answer is no. Pasta gives me happiness. Okay, whenever you have a stress, eat pasta. Not possible. Now, sleep gives me rest and relaxation. So, okay, so whenever you are in stress, just sleep. Not possible. They are the means. They are not the fact is that they are not the goals. Why Master discusses that? Your mind has made the three goals in life as the goals of life. That is the problem. In another way, we say objective solution of a subjective problem cannot be found. This is what it means. First three goals in life points to the objective world. That I should behave properly with you. That's a part of the religion. There are do's and don'ts. I should have a limited sense of pleasure. So if the mind goes for the unlimited sense of the pleasure, let us understand in a different way the hunger. I'm hungry. I know that I have to eat food from outside. Hunger, thirst, external safety, cold and heat, they are the objective problems. We can solve these objective problems if we have enough resources. But how can you manage your worries and anxiety and blame and complain? It is present in your mind. No amount of wealth can help you. Whether we marry Mr. Universe or Miss Universe, that is not going to help us. Whether we have $1 billion, it is not going to help us. It is a subjective problem. It's a subjective problem. So it means we have to identify those problems that can be solved by the produce and the products from the world outside. They are objective challenges. But the subjective challenges are my fear, my anxiety, my unhappiness, my insecurity, my dissatisfaction inside. For need, we need another science, and that science is known as Eastern wisdom. You cannot solve. Now look at our dear Elon Musk. You might be reading. He also needs a self-awareness program. Unnecessary. I became the boss, I fire everyone. do you see? Why you have to fire? Because that will make the Twitter a better business model. But why it makes a better business model? Then I will be happy. So I'm searching happiness in making the Twitter as a good business model. How? By firing people. Now, use the same example in our relationship, in our family, in our professional life. That is what we do. That is why we have a suffering. Because we are searching the objective solution of subjective problems, which cannot be solved. It cannot help. And that is why we have the fourth goal. So, Master says that fourth goal of life is the only goal of life of human race. The rest will follow. If I live in a higher level of self awareness, I realize that I cannot sit ideally, lazy, 24 hours. Let me work. So I have enough understanding and the free will to continue working in a right direction, putting the right effort, and receive the reward. My master said, never retire yourself. Never say that you are retired. The moment you say you are retired, the mind says what to do. What to do? The mind is already full of garbage. It will keep on repeating the same garbage. Same blame, same complaint. It has not changed over years. That's a proverb in we say, empty mind is devil's mind. Because devil is already present in the mind. We have not changed ourselves. We have not changed ourselves. So that is why we say that the fourth goal, that is the self-discovery, that is finding my nature, that is realizing my nature, becoming emotionally free, and finding that real self, and allow that real self to express in peace and happiness and creativity in every activity of the life. In the family, at professional level, at the social level, that is what is called awakening and realization. That is in fact, it is known as self-realization. So don't start, cooking in your mind. Oh, self-realization is in the heaven. Nothing, we have nothing to do with the heaven. It is here and now. It is a state of the consciousness that expresses through the mind in peace and happiness and love and wisdom all the time. That is what it is. We will continue our journey of these four goals in life to have a clear and fair understanding, so that it is assimilated. The last thing, we should be very clear that we understand intellectually when the teacher is talking, but then you should find the time, sit alone and start thinking, what is the purpose of my life? And allow these four goals in life, start analyzing and observing each and every one, making an effort, having a limited pleasure. And then the third is the master that regulates the first two goals. Okay, I have realized that. Then, then through this understanding that these three goals in life are basically the means to achieve the fourth. Once you realize that, and it is settled in your mind, once it is firmly settled in your mind, we will stop treating any object, any person as an object of enjoyment and pleasure outside. When we stop that, then what happens? My level of anxiety drops down. My reaction goes. Reaction comes only because I claim that you are an object of my enjoyment. Any object. Huh? Any object. Or any person. I don't want to go deeper. We will pick up that deeper level. You see that I have a daughter, so let me give my example to you. And then we will start the practice. You see, the scheme of the existence is such a mesmerizing, and it helps us to uh, understand the lesson. So I have a daughter. Daughter lives in New Jersey. She recently got married. So every parent is a little bit concerned about the marriage, isn't it? It's natural, right? Now, see, existence created a man and a girl. I created, I give a label to father to me and a daughter to her, right? Now, she got married to a person. That person is also a man. For that man, daughter is an object of enjoyment, not a daughter. Daughter is the same, girl is the same. Are you understanding? She is the same girl. For me, the relationship is different. For him, the relationship is different. When we see with that penetrating eye means that knowledge with a clarity, our 99% of the worries and the anxiety and the fear, they resolve completely. How they resolve? I have to tune myself with the creation of the existence. I should not superimpose my creation over the creation of the existence. Some people, father, I have brought her up in such a manner how she will be happy, but she cannot remain with me all the time throughout the life. Same thing with every object in this world, same thing with every relationship in the world. So if you handle your relationship with the care, that is the meaning of handling the relationship with the care. We care our ceramic cup should not break up. No, handle with the care. Come on, handle your honey with the care. Let us start our practice. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed and position of the body. So handle yourself with the care, my friends. So how to handle yourself with the care? Position of the body. Handle the body to get the right position. Eyes are closed so that you feel you are settled. Settled means instantly you are aware that you are a seeker of the higher order. Why eyes remain closed, the body does not play with you through the mind. You are not struggling with the body, the breath, the mind, the position of the body. Struggle means, I told you, you're not handling with the care. Another level of handle with the care that the comfort is you are settled in the comfort. Comfort is always there, but the mind is wandering. The mind enters unorganized into the body, into every cell of the body. That makes me uncomfortable. So, with that awareness, look at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. It's not only an intellectual, it is an experiential. How it is experiential? Move the mind on the shoulder joints. When I say move the mind, it means you start feeling the shoulder joint. You have an image about it. So, image and the mind goes to the shoulder joint, that means an image. Then, feeling. You feel the sensation. You have a comfort. Why you have a comfort? Because it is not moving. It is not giving you any experience of uncomfort. And a sense of steadiness prevails. Remove the mind on the hip joint, be there, feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. No duality, no conflict in the mind. You see, It has a creation of the existence. What is the creation of the existence around you? The room, the space. You see that? Look at it. They do not create any problem. All the problems comes from our mind. Look at the entire body and be aware, feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Thoughts are coming, let it come. Let it come, let the thought come. That's why we have the next step up to being carefree. A thought is coming. Can I see the thoughts objectively? That all the thought is occurring in the mind like the traffic on the road, like the birds flying in the sky, like the waves in the water. Sometimes some people say that traffic on the road makes sense to me. Why? Because I'm standing across the road. What that means? Mentally, I'm watching, feeling that these thought which enters into the mind do not belong to me. I am none of these thoughts. I cannot be any thought. So then what happens? Millions of thought enters into your mind. You remain unaffected. You're not dictated. You're not influenced. Why? You see them separate from you. You and your thought. Say, for example, any thought, I'm stressed. Okay, I am stressed is a thought is separate from me. You can even say that. My mind is distracted. So say in your mind, my mind is distracted is a thought is separate from me. It is a traffic on the road. But when we get attached, we carried away. I told you, emotional freedom program. And I believe we have been working on with the clarity and understanding that the mind invites unwelcome thoughts. So why not invite the welcome thought by the mantra? Never forget this mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. You can say in your mind. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. So I believe you remember the word we should chant mentally. Then we go for a meaning. And then we find the knowledge. So the meaning is let everyone be happy. Knowledge is that the happiness is our essential nature. Or I would say the happiness is an essential nature of every living species, from the mosquito to elephant to the tiger to the human race. You touch the fly in ant, they escape. Oh, happiness is our essential nature. So we are replacing the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Second line of the mantra, Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Santu Niramaya. You see, when you learn something new, the brain heightened its level of awareness and attention. So these words in Sanskrit may be foreign to you and you're repeating it. So you are enhancing the level of degree of your attention of the brain. Nothing religious, nothing belonging to the cult and the dogma. And then we go to the meaning, let there be well being for all. Well being, again, is present every living species. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Such a beautiful line. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Even if your mind is unwilling to say, you say. tell the mind saying this, knowing the meaning and the knowledge is going to change me. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu means let everyone be blessed. So the grace and the blessing is already there. So when our mind thinks and reflects that let the grace and the blessing be upon everyone, all the living species on the earth, I'm changing my mind. I'm not offering grace and the blessing to anyone. It's already there. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavid. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavid. Let none suffer from any misery. Misery is created by my mind with a wrong notion, living in ignorance. With that clarity, with that clarity, look at the head and the neck. You see that we did it intellectually. We asked the intellect to understand it. The very understanding is received by the mind in that state of comfort and steadiness. So we can find as if the mind has started changing. So when the mind has started changing, we pick up a little higher step, looking, being aware of the head and the neck, as if the mind moves on the skin of the head and the neck, feeling sensation. Deepening of the sensation is the obvious result. Relaxation and stillness. You did nothing. You are simply aware. You shifted your awareness from outside to inside, so to say. And that resulted into the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Understand in a different way. Knowledge is very important. Clarity, no doubt. Move the mind on the right arm. So you see that what our master says, where the mind goes, there the prana, the life force also goes. That is the reason we feel the sensation. What it means when I say move the mind on the right arm, carefully, gently, feel the right arm. That is another way to say it. When you feel the right arm consciously with awareness and attention, you feel a different sensation. Why? Because that life force is predominant, is dominant there. And that gives you an experience of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So, are we changing the direction of the mind? Yes. Everything comes back to the mind. Move the mind on the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the right leg. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the Right leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Carefully. Carefully means that you're not making any effort. The mind has gone somewhere, you move the mind, start looking from the top of the head to the entire head in the neck, to the right arm and the left arm, to the middle portion of the body, the chest, belly in the front, shoulder blades, and the spine in the back, as if the mind is moving on the body, the right leg, from the right side of the waist to the toes, to the left leg, casually, gently. As it moves, you'll have a sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And next step, make it more logical. Logical means clarity is there, understanding is there, but you follow the step. You look at the breath. The breath goes in and comes out. You know it? Yes, it is happening, but you should know it. Knowing means you experience it. Your experience means the mind is engaged there. Engage the mind with the awareness and attention, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. And now comes the main point as the moment the breath goes in, just drop in your mind in one. When the breath returns, out one, into, out two. Go on counting it. You make a mistake in between. Why you make a mistake? Because mind is carried away by a thought. So we have to get rid of that emotional dependence. No worries at this moment. You recognize that you have forgotten, you restart the counting again. I believe you still remember you're counting the breath in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. It's not any effort. What I said, the breath moves on its own. Body is in the state of sensation and relaxation and stillness. You're casually looking at the breath when it goes in. You count in. And when it comes out and count. Simple. And doing nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, John?
Hey, Girish. I'm fine. It's actually harder to count backwards than I remembered.
Yes, yes, yes. Because the mind does not want to go backward. It always projects everything in the future. So the Buddha found that understanding and it says, no, you count 1 to 25, then reverse the counting. So when you count backward, the mind says, no, you have to go forward because millions of impressions are already present there. But obviously, as we purify the mind, we find that it is easy. When you feel relaxed and calm, good. How are you, Sophie?
I am good. I don't like to start from zero.
You know,
When, and so my mind is like cheating.
yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't want to start again from zero.
that is the emotional dependence program. The mind carries forward that emotional dependence. First, it likes, then it says, I like to do this, I don't like to do this. So that idea remains in present in the mind. So that is why you are saying, I don't want to start again from the zero. And that creates millions and millions of impressions in our relationship with people, things, and objects in the life. I don't like pasta. The moment you see the pasta, come on. Yesterday may not be good, but eat today. No, I don't want to eat. You see, so that nature of the mind, that is known as the impulsive mind. Without thinking, without understanding, without having a right knowledge, outrightly it rejects and outrightly it accepts. Both ways. You like someone and the mind says accept, but then he exploits. You outrightly reject, but later on you find what you have rejected is not good. You should have been benefited. That is what the impulsive mind is. So now you meet every situation with awareness and attention, with the clarity, with the knowledge that no person is 100% bad, no person is 100% good. You carry forward a very clear and a normal response to the people. But well, if you are bad, then you are bad for yourself. Why you should be bad to me? Why should I think about you? Why should I spend the sleepless nights thinking and dreaming that you are bad? Why should I waste my time? Everyone, any person, any object, any situation. Because now the mind has become impulsive. And the impulsive mind will break up your normal routine. It will cause a lot of anxiety, worries, anger, hesitation, reaction, blame, complaint. that is what the understanding of the Eastern wisdom is. So that is all for today. Thank you. We will meet again. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you.
Thank you, Girish.
Take care. Eating turkey? No, that's good. We are also not. Thank